me. Good afternoon, folks. This is the Lady Autist, also known as Tiffany Daniels, and welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. So, there may be another video. I'm still waiting for the laptop to fire up. There might be a few videos today. I got a serious bone to pick for something that happened on the Actually Autistic hashtag. Maybe later. We'll see. But anyways, this is about the sun. And oh my gosh, folks. So, you know how recently we've all been thanking Dior for standing behind JD instead of being a bunch of cowards like Warner Brothers and Disney have been as of late, abandoning him in spite of evidence and facts, right? Well, these little copycats at the Sun, well, they just can't have that. Right? You can't have keeping JD giving Dior good press, so they decided they were going to stick their little toddler grade trolling foot into things and publish an article. And what does this headline say? Well, the headline says, abuse survivors furious with Dior for continuing with JD. That is the biggest bunch of lies and nonsense I've seen. The fact of the matter is, folks, a good majority of the folks that are a part of the community supporting JD are survivors. Not even actually fans. Or if they are fans at all, they are casual fans. The majority of the support comes from those who have been through domestic violence situations themselves. And from all the posts that I've seen nothing but thank you, Dior, for not buying into the Sun's nonsense. Thank you, Dior, for supporting a domestic abuse survivor. So, what does this mean? I think, first of all, it means that it's more than just AH that is keeping an eye on our little humble community. It means what we are saying is striking more than just a few nerves. It seems to me that the Sun's getting a little bit nervous that in spite of their positive verdict, no one is believing them or taking their side. So, they are going to try to sway the few minds that are undecided by spouting this nonsense. And I'm not gonna lie, folks, there are people out there, like Tug says, that umbrella guy, that just take their news from the headlines. They have jobs to do and they don't have a whole lot of time to peruse all the evidence and the facts. Of course, there are those who are just too lazy to do so, too. But the fact of the matter is, folks, it's just another juvenile attempt to try to sway the public to their side. And it is failing miserably. There was 365 comments underneath this headline. Almost every single one of them were on JD's side. So, what does this mean exactly? It means people are waking up to the fact that the Sun is not really a good source for objective journalism, which, I'm sorry, the world should have already gotten that memo. It's a tabloid. Their job is to sensationalize and even make up lies. Make up lies, or back them in this case, in order to sell magazines. So, with people waking up and realizing they can't take their news from a tabloid, what does that mean? Well, they might lose subscribers, they might lose readers, they might lose clicks. So, with this level of trolling and backlash, all I can possibly think by them attacking Dior is that it's actually an indirect attack on us. They're trying to hit back, folks. It's a little bit revenge and a little bit self-preservation, and it is falling on deaf ears. So, in regards to little articles like this, I certainly don't mind being a little bit of a smartass because I'm me and I really can't help it. But I wouldn't get angry at it. At this point, they have become like the Wile E. Coyote chasing Roadrunner. They can keep trying and coming up with more elaborate schemes, but at the end of the day, the Roadrunner always wins. And folks, we're Roadrunner. JD is Roadrunner. Eventually, the anvil they threw up in the air, the piece of dynamite that they try to use, it's going to blow up on their face. It's going to land on them. So, just kind of entertaining. Now, I do suggest, folks, continue to thank Dior for not being cowards, for continuing to stand behind JD. I've seen several folks that are going to be buying the Sauvage fragrances. I would be doing the same, except I'm broke. As always. Otherwise, I definitely would. My support is going to be to continue to share, to tell friends, tell others that like cologne to go ahead and buy their products. My mom is already huge into Dior, so we don't really see the problem there. We both wear that light blue, which we both love. So we will just simply continue to do so and continue to support such a company that stands behind men who have been abused. And do the same. Keep sharing. Not all of us have money, so if you can't buy, share. Alright, in other news, I know you all saw a barrage of tweets from me the other night. There was a troll on the Actually Autistic hashtag. I'll just go ahead and tell you about it now. And what they did is they sent a tweet out to the entire community in regards to the autistic that committed murder. Remember, I was getting upset because they were blaming the autism, because they always do. By the way, it is still not confirmed whether the man actually has autism or not from any official source. But a troll had to double down and ask the entire autistic community why we didn't step in while this person was spiraling down the path that they were. Really? Really? So not only are you going to blame autism without any corroborative sources or any official account of whatever this person may be diagnosed with, you're going to blame an entire international online community for not stepping in. Here's the thing, folks. We're not Jesus. We're not Jesus. We don't have any way of actually knowing, unless they are on our tags, unless they are a part of social media, if something is actually going really, really wrong with one of our fellows. And here's another thing, folks. It's like regular, ordinary ableds. People can be so set in their mindset, autistic or regular, that should anybody try to intervene, they can just mute and block. They can. The fact of the matter is, you can't go blaming a whole international community for not interfering when the good chances are we don't even know what's going on. Now, you can say, well, you're not paying attention close enough and all of that. All I got to say is, it's just another excuse to demonize us. It's just another excuse to keep us silent. It's just another way of saying, keep your mouth shut, stay inside, and do as you're told like a good little disabled person. It is. It is. It just is. And they use everything, folks, in order to get that. They don't like that we have started to have our own voices and have started to have a part in our own narrative. So they are going to gaslight us. They're going to blame us for every violent crime in the world. It's an effort to discredit us. If we are seen as violent criminals, if we are seen as people who won't step in when one of our own goes topsy-turvy, then people will have no reason to listen to anything we have to say, and it makes it that much easier to dismiss us and let the parents and the multi-million-dollar companies that are behind a lot of this be the only voices. And let me tell you, folks, it is a $1 million industry, some of these groups that are out there. If you don't believe me, do some digging into some of them. So, I'm just going to make it clear to that troller, to the worldwide media, and to that tabloid rag that's not fit to be my toilet paper, the Sun. Aren't you getting tired of trying to silence people like me? Isn't that getting old? Because it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. The cat's out of the bag. The package is already open. When the package is already open, you can't turn it back closed again. What is done is done. So, all you have to do is eat yourself some humble pie. Open your ears and hear the truth. And as for the Sun, guys, they're going to keep doubling down. They're going to keep trolling us, just like AH. I think all these news groups are trolling us, to be at all honest, because you notice how these articles come out as soon as we make something go viral. I don't think that's any coincidence. If we make something go viral, that means it's relevant. If we make JD go viral for months on end, that means he's still relevant. That means he still has power. And there are people out there that just don't like that. Just don't like that. So they're going to continue with this nonsense. All I can say is, don't let it upset you. Don't let it get to you. As an autistic who has had this done to me on repeat, these people are looking to trigger us. They're looking to make us angry. They're looking to make us have angry tweets because they will then use that against us to paint us as crazy. So don't take the bait. Same as a single tweeter online. Just don't even take the bait. Alright folks, that's all I have for right now. I've got a lot of information, an entire timeline for the JDAH case to look through once the laptop finally gets charged up here. It's an older one, so this is going to take a minute. This is a small channel. We really don't get a whole lot of views on here, so if you could, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I want to leave you with just a few things. First of all, to my paid campaigner bots, minions. I don't know what what day is it? Is it Thursday? Is Thursday the day we're minions? Is Thursday the day we're minions? Should I be, like, wearing yellow and some goggles? Alright, folks. Let's remember, according to AH, JD is secretly Gru. You all have a good one.